Yeah, there was a direct flight last night from Detroit, and there were a handful of players who didn't get any of their stuff. But we got it this morning, so we're all set to play and ready to start the week.
Is that kind of a, I don't know, nerve-wracking thing to start the week with? Like, oh, I have none of my stuff. I got to practice today.
Not really. I feel like we're kind of accustomed to it, traveling all year long, and sometimes it happens, and you can't really help it. You can't really control it, so you just do what you can in the meantime. I got to sleep in and wait for my bags to come, and now we're ready for a good practice this afternoon.
When the weather's going to be the way it's going to be, how do you prepare for it? Because the course can play one way today, be completely different 3 days from now. Just how do you kind of prepare when it's like this?
You just have to be ready for everything and be able to adapt. Every day is a little bit different, like you said. Even just playing from the morning to afternoon tee times, you have to change your game a little bit, change your game plan. So that's what practice rounds are for. So we kind of get a gist of what the course is playing like today, and then just adjust depending on how the weather plays out.
I know you haven't played yet, but what do you think just about the greens or just walking up? What do you think of Shoal Creek so far?
It's beautiful. You know, just driving in and seeing the facilities and the practice facility, it's a great venue. And so I'm looking forward to the week, and I've only heard great things from Emma Talley, who's a local here, so I'm looking forward to playing.
What kind of advice did she give you any?
Not yet. I might have to talk to her a little bit these next few days.
When you have a name like yours on your last name, you're going to get a lot of attention when you come around here. Just how do you kind of manage that when you're going to have a lot of people who want autographs and everything, and still concentrate on the tournament?
I think just being aware of your time, being able to manage your time and prioritize, making sure I get my practice in and not sacrificing any of that for any extras or any outside distractions. So I always have a set time I would definitely want to practice, and I know what I want to be able to get in, and then outside of that I try to keep the fans happy.
We don't get to cover you much, hardly at all, unless you're in Birmingham or in the state of Alabama. Just talk about your relationship with Tiger, and just, are y'all close? Do you lean on him for advice too, or just kind of?
Yeah, it's nice to have him as a professional golfer, and my uncle. It's nice to be able to chat to him and ask him a few questions here and there, just about life on tour or different shots, or how to maintain myself on the golf course throughout the round. He's been great in supporting me with that type of stuff, so it's always been nice to be able to go to him for advice and cheer him on now that he's back playing.
Did he give you any advice heading into something like this?
No, not yet. I haven't talked to him yet about this week, but I've played in a few U.S. Opens, and he's always got a thing or two, you know, to say, so just kind of remember those and just go out and play my game.
Do you feel any pressure when everyone's going to look at you and kind of, I mean, you can't fight it. They're going to look at you and kind of see him.
Not really. I've had the last name of Woods my whole life, and I've been playing golf for 20 years, so I don't know anything different. So this is kind of just another day.
You had your headphones on. What kind of music you listen to get you amped up before?
To practice, I listen to a mix of hip hop and rap, and before I actually compete during tournament rounds, it's always something a little bit more mellow, some R&B, just to kind of calm me down a bit and get ready to play.
Good deal.
Awesome. Thank you.